Careful, or they'll sue. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 stolen anime techniques. For this list, we're looking at the abilities of anime characters that were either copied or absorbed by another character to use for their own gain. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, let me know which anime list you want to see next. Number 10. Fire Dragon Slayer Magic Fairy Tale. Of course, there'd be bloody copy magic in a world of wizards and dragons. We just didn't expect it to involve the caster going full-on Kirby and eating said magic in order to gain control of it. With his muscular body, bird head, and ravenous appetite, Fukuro had no problems using Natsu's flames for himself, complete with a blazing new hairdo in the process. Hope you enjoyed it. Since the firepower was so poor compared to the salamander, the Grey was able to easily put the birdie on ice. Number 9. Explosion My Hero Academia. It's one thing to mimic a quirk, it's a whole other thing to take Bakugo's quirk, lord your supposed superiority over him, then blast him with his own attack. And just like that, Class B's Monoma became public enemy number 1 at the sports festival. With his own quirk allowing him to take control of the powers of others for a brief time, he did well to replicate the sheer ferocity that comes with King Explosion Murder's signature kabooms. At least until he got his ass handed to him during the cavalry battle. Number 8. Spirit Gun Yu Hakusho. It's the perfect weapon for any young budding spirit detective. Just point and bam! Out comes a blast of spirit energy to send any rogue demon flying. Too bad it can also be duplicated by those with enough pizzazz of their own.
I want to try a move I learned much more recently. The Spirit Gun.
Enter Rando, an infamous demon who took Yusuke to task during the fight to become Genkai's apprentice, wherein he was able to unleash a blood-red version of Yusuke's most famous weapon. Was even able to cap a few ones off in the young punk before getting sent back down under again. Number 7. Giga Drill Break Gurren Lagann. It's hard to call Kitan a thief, considering this sudden display of spiral energy ended up saving all of Team Daiguren from certain doom. Plus, he did sacrifice himself in the manliest way possible. It's just, he kind of, did the whole thing that Simon and Kamina had spent the earlier parts of the series perfecting. So yeah, it's a bit of a thunder stealer. Again, we're not knocking Kitan for his actions, it just seems that between this attack and getting with Yoko, he ended up taking on Kamina's accomplishments for himself. Number 6. Chihiro Special Hinomaru Sumo.
俺は国崎千尋。いずれ総合格闘技で世界の頂点に立つ男だ。
Aside from his eternally optimistic spirit and desire to excel in whatever field he dedicated himself to, Kunisaki doesn't exactly stand out as an amateur sumo wrestler when compared to the rest of his team. At least until he channeled his MMA skills and powers of observation. That's when the magic happened.
No.
Throughout his numerous matches, Kunisaki was revealed to be able to copy the skill sets of his allies and enemies, including the national treasures. You know you're in for some trouble when he describes it as eating someone.
まあどうしても二つ名をつけてってんならそうだな。国宝食いの国崎千尋とでも呼んでもらおうが。
Number 5, Full Counter, The Seven Deadly Sins. Guess Esterosa was pretty eager to emulate his big brother's killing prowess. Why else would he go out of his way to put his own lethal spin on one of Meliodas' most famous techniques? While it does have the key difference of deflecting physical attacks as opposed to magical, it still operates in the same manner, reversing the force of an opponent's strength right back at them in an explosive counter.
これが俺の魔力、フルカウンター。あらゆる物理的攻撃を倍以上に跳ね返す。
We'd argue Escanor wouldn't be able to tell which was which, only that both still hurt plenty.
終わりだな。それがどうしました？フルカウンター。
Number 4, Koneko Buster, Ultimate Muscle. It's fair to say that in the world of wrestling, no technique is really exclusive to one fighter, unless of course it's their signature move that only they can supposedly perform.
What's he doing?
In Kid Muscle's case, it's the earth-shattering force of this complex maneuver, which was then unceremoniously snatched up by Ascara during his match with Terry, who then went on to perfect it by adding a headlock to the mix and turning it into the ultimate Scarbuster.
This triangle lock hold! Now it's the ultimate Scarbuster!
A move with 10 times the damage of the original. Number 3, Izanagi, Naruto Shippuden. It's supposedly one of the ultimate techniques of the Sharingan, the power to turn reality itself into an illusion, and as such turn the tide of any battle, with the only drawback being that such an illusion forever closes the eye of the user. You wouldn't think that there would be a loophole in that, unless of course you're Dunzo, and you have a collection of them inserted into your arm. Through murder, trickery, and subterfuge, the leader of Root turned his body into a Sharingan museum capable of using Izanagi as many times as he had extraocular regions.
幻と現実の狭間をコントロールできる。己自身にかける究極幻術。
Number 2, Tremor Fruit, One Piece. We don't know what the hell kind of voodoo pirate magic Blackbeard pulled under that cloth. The only thing that's clear is that he went in with one devil fruit and came out with 2, the second of which he seemingly stole from Whitebeard's still standing corpse.
とくとご覧あれ。
He may not have the muscles, stature, or respect of his former pops, but given how he was able to stop the Marines in their tracks with his first trial run with the Tremor Fruits, we'd say he's well on the way to making it his own as he sets sail for total domination.
手に入れたぞ。これでもう俺に敵はねえ。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Kamehameha, Dragon Ball franchise. A better question would be, who hasn't had a hand at unleashing the power of the Turtle Destruction Wave? Roshi may have started the whole thing, but over the series run it's been passed on to the likes of Goku, Krillin, Gohan, and even Tien managing to replicate it.
Kamehameha!
However, among the pantheon, there remains one who is very much worthy of the thief accolade, one who didn't learn through the practice, but through artificial genetics, and that would be Cell. Of course, given his obsession with being the perfect creation, in his mind he probably thought he'd improved on perfection.
Hey, Cell! Up here!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.